Grimstreet Smuggler, 3 mana 2/4, 3 parameter for Paladin, Hunter, and Warrior. Give a random minion in your hand +1/+1. If you build a deck around buffing your guys, like even if Grimstreet Smuggler is getting buffed, it's already good, right? Because if it's getting buffed, it's a 3/5. And when you have like a bunch of toughness on the creature and not so much power, getting buffed is so consequential. If you're buffing it 3 times, it's like 5/7. Let's say if it would have been a 4/2 creature, then buffs are less consequential, right? If you're buffing it with +2/+2, it's a 6/4. And 6/4 is weaker than 4/6, right? 4/6 is a really nice set line. And 6/4, just like a swipe, Fangel Wrath, Bash Whirlwind effect, stuff like that. It's really easy to deal with it. So you really want to have like less attack and more life on such cards. I think it's good enough to play. Seems like a decent 3-drop. It might not be on to include in every deck which is designed to be getting benefit from buffs. But for Warrior, for Tempo Warrior, I think it's good. Because you can buff, you're just getting crazy benefits from buffs. Buffing Armsmiths, buffing Frightened Berserkers, buffing Acolytes of Pain, all this stuff counts. I think it's worth playing in Tempo Warrior. And also it's a good target. It's a good minion to get benefit from Battle Rage, because that line is like a lot of life. That's what Warrior wants. So it's really good for Warrior for sure. Not so sure about Hunter or Paladin. Probably still good enough. Paladin has a really easy way of buffing creatures with +1/+1. At a 3/5 it's pretty decent too. And for Hunter I think it's less useful. Hired Gun, 3 mana 4/3 taunt. Weak stat line, doesn't do anything, it's bad. Jade Blossom, 3 mana, spell for Druid, summon a Jade Golem, gain an empty mana crystal. So I was first wondering if it was to play this. I didn't know what is Jade Golem. I was wondering if it was to play it, even Jade Golem is just like freaking 1/1. Is it still good enough to play? Thus is no, it's not. Because you can't cycle it on 10. You're not getting access mana. This card is doing something. The reason why you're getting access mana from Wild Growth is because it does nothing on 10. Jade Blossom summons a Jade Golem. I don't think Blizzard will give you access mana from this if you play it on 10. Pretty sure about it. So it's not worth playing if you're not playing Jade Golems. Obviously card is really good if you're playing Jade Golems in your Druid. It's almost as good as Wild Growth. Other than that, you don't need so much ramp. Rat Pack, 3 mana 2/2, Beast. That will summon a number of 1/1 rats equal to this minion's attack Hunter creature. This one is just broken. Infested Wolf with -1/1 stats, and if you're getting it buffed, so gross, man. Getting all these 1/1s. It's a way to play around AoE. That's a cancer for any control deck to deal with. As a priest you can like AoE your board and then there will be still a bunch of rats on the board. Even without additional text this card is still worth playing. Really good with Houndmaster. With this additional text auto include and straight up broken. Jakku Zip Gunner, 3 mana 3/3, Death Rattle, give a random minion in your hand +2/+2. It doesn't have to be Beast. 3 mana 5/5. Yeah, auto include, really good. Forget about Secret Hunters. This type of hunter is much stronger now. Just play a bunch of minions in Houndmasters. Even if you buff Houndmaster, it's pretty useful. I like it. Even if you like, it makes Houndmaster turn 4 without any Beast a decent play, because it's a 6/5. You play 6/3, you play a 3/3 and then you play 6/5 Houndmaster. And if you don't have Beast, it's okay. Yeah, auto include, really good. Toxic Silver Ooze, 3 mana 4/3, battle cry, remove 1 durability from your opponent weapon. Oftentimes 1 durability is as good as dealing with the weapon itself. Not always so. It doesn't deal with Ashbringer, it doesn't deal with Fist of Jaraxxus. Jaraxxus weapon. It does deal with True Silver, stuff like that. I think Ooze is better. 4/3 stat line is kinda weak. Probably for aggro deck is better than Ooze, actually. I still don't know, like... If Shaman plays Spirit Claws, it comes down on 1, and then you want to Ooze it immediately if you play an aggro deck. I think Ooze is just better. A 2 mana spell for rogues, Jade Shuriken, deal the damage, combo summon a Jade Golem. It's the first spell for rogue, this Jade Golem effect. Kind of underwhelming, like an Eviscerate. If you combo it, you're getting Jade Golem, but you're not getting 2 damage. compared to Eviscerate. If you play Jade Golem Rogue, it's worth playing, otherwise it's not. It's all about this Jade Golem progression. It really depends if you have Jade Golems in the Genie deck or not. You would rather play Eviscerate, otherwise, right? What is this? 2 mana, extra 1/1 or deal 2 damage, what's better? I guess deal 2 damage, right? So it's just much better. Rogue needs more Jade Golem cards to make this useful for now. I think Rogue is the last deck to play Jade Golems. Blow, Guild, Sniper, 2 mana 2/1 Murloc, deal 1 damage, Battle Cry. It's okay, Murloc. I guess if you play Murloc Warlock, you can use this one. Nothing broken about it. Yeah, I can only state in like Murloc decks. No reason to play it in a regular deck. Dirty Rat, Taunt, Battlecry opponent summons a random minion from their hand, 2 mana 2/6. Like to play with fire, play this creature. Deathlord from past just seems much better. 2/8 with Taunt, and the opponent doesn't get a minion immediately. It's a big deal, like you just will, in most cases you'll give your opponent something to trade into your 2/6. What's the point? Seems really bad. Actually, when I reviewed Grim Street Informant, I wasn't aware of all these give your minions plus type of effects. I think I should reevaluate Grim Street Informant. If you're playing buffs, I think like for Paladin it's okay. I think it's still like playable actually. I would just play something else, I think. Grim Street Outfitter, 2 mana 1/1. For Paladin, give you all your minions in your hand +1/+1. This one is pretty good. 2 mana 1/1 and Battlecry is quite decent. It's good enough to play in Paladin. It also can get synergy from other cards which buff in your hand, which buff in minions in your hand. You play Grim Street Outfitter, your second one will get buffed and so on. Pretty good. In your token, Paladin, you should play it for sure. Mana Geode, 2 mana 2/3 for Priest. Whenever this minions heal, summon a 2/2 Crystal. 2 mana 2/3 stat line is quite weak. Most cases will die after you play it. If it doesn't die, it's still not so easy to find a minion with 2 power or less to trade into and heal it after. And also you need to heal it. So even if you find a minion to trade into, you need to heal it. And then you spawn a 2/2. It's kind of like a 2/2 draw card. For 3 mana, I suppose you're playing this on 3 mana. I think Priest has better cards for now. You can use this like Pyro, Power Shield, Circle of Healing, Norcia Cleric. I mean, if you have this type of combos, probably win the game anyway. It's really, I know, I mean, I play Priest a lot. To be fair, it's hard to find a game where you can pull it off. You're always waiting for last combo piece when you have Pyro, a spell, you're waiting for Norcia, you're waiting for Circle to draw these cards. Holding Mana Geode, you need also to interact with the board somehow. And also, even if you pull it off, it's just like 1 AoE and your board is gone. Don't think it's good enough. It won't see any play. If someone overhyped Mana Geode, I disagree with it. I think Priest has gotten a lot of good cards you should definitely play, and you shouldn't play 2 mana 2/3. Smuggler's Run. Give all minions in your hand +1/+1 for Paladin. Like a Grim Street of Informant type of effect. You can play it on 1. Like ideally, you have like Smuggler's Run and then Grim Street Informant, and then bam, 3/1 drops. Each one buffed with +2/+2. Ideally. The problem is it's like really explosive type of deck if you play it like this. You have too many 1-drops, kind of difficult to fuel such type of a deck. And then when you really act, it's turn 3. And then your opponent, like let's say a warrior, can just like pass and then blow you next turn. He will take some damage, you probably will be still ahead, but it's not like it's like you win the game when you do it. Card is worse than Grim Street Informant for sure, but I like how early you can play it. I think I would play it in my token Paladin, but maybe one-off. Card isn't a minion itself, right? So it will not get any benefit from other minions buffing it. Also, if you tap deck it, it's just such a terrible draw. Yeah, maybe as a one-off. Or maybe none even. I need to try it, I guess. I need to like imagine how deck will look like. How many minions you want. I need to really practice a deck a bit to tell for sure. I think not more than 1, so. Grimscale Charm and Murloc for a Paladin. 2/1 for 1 mana. Give a random Murloc in your hand +1/+1. Oh, it's decent 1-drop. And the battle cry is kind of crazy, right? For such a stat line for one. You need to play a Murloc Paladin, so you play Grimstreet Amphitheater, you play a bunch of Murlocs, you play a small time recruits to draw them all. Then you also can play like other 1-mana cost Murlocs. Grimscale Oracle, Murloc Tidecaller, why not? Sir Finley. This card might be a reason to play Murloc Paladin. Not anything, just aggro one. Yes, you can either play a bunch of Murlocs or just play like Argent Squires and non-Murloc version with buffers in it. I can see it going both ways. This Murloc is really good. This card can be a reason to play Murlocs instead of playing regular minions. Not sure which version will be better, but if Murloc version will become better, this card is on to include obviously. Otherwise, it's just a 1-mana 2-1, which is not playable. Cabal Lackey, 1-mana 2-1. Battlecry is the next secret to play this turn, cost 0. It's a Kiritor Mage effect in 1 drop with 2-1 stat line. With all these new secrets incoming, I think it's fine to play it if you have like 8 secrets. You will constantly get a secret for free on turn 1. Even if you get like a Mirror Entity on 1, you get it for 0 mana, right? I don't know how good it is, like... It's 2-1, right? And you play two cards and you're getting not so much, really. It needs to be like a tempo-based mage. You should go for tempo if you play this card for sure. You just can't win a greedy game if you're going for Lucky and like Mirror Entity and you're getting like a 2-1 drop from your opponent. I mean, it's good for tempo aggro secret mage, I suppose. Is it a good deck? Not really, right? We'll see, I suppose. If secrets will find a way to play it in Hearthstone, it's a card to play, I guess. Patches the Pirate. 1-mana 1-1 Pirate. Has charge, and text says after you play a Pirate, summon this minion from your deck. That's a big buff to Pirate Warrior. And it's also a Blizzard way to say that you should invest some dust into your Pirate Warrior now if you want to make it perfect. Because this guy is legendary. You're getting a 1-1 discharge for free whenever you play a pirate. This is just crazy card. Straight up broken, auto-include in any pirate deck. Whatever you play. If you have like 6 pirates or more, you should play Patches the Pirate. I guess 4 pirates even, it's already good enough. Patches can only be summoned once, as the card itself gets summoned, not a copy, so you'll summon card and it's out of the deck. I know, I'm aware it works like this. That's what I thought. You will not have it every time, I'm aware. Just getting it once is already broken enough to play it.
This video is brought to you by G2A.com.